All right, new developments in an ongoing lawsuit that now has Prince Harry, along with 6 others who are being ordered to pay some $13 million to Britain's Daily Mail. This follows a failed invasion of privacy case, and payments will have to be made by this Friday. The group could be also facing another $28 million in legal costs. Now, among this group is also singer Elton John, and the claimants lost a high court case last month, if you'll remember, where they alleged malpractice and accused the Daily Mail of the illegal hacking of phones. And also this morning, Prince Harry and Meghan are surprising fans across the globe. And the couple is announcing that they are going to be returning to the United Kingdom for an extended stay beginning this fall with their 2 young children. But reports say they will not be returning to their former roles as working members of the royal family. Instead, they're going to be staying at a private non-royal residence outside of the London area with plans to keep their California home here in the United States as well. All right, here to talk more now is LBC News journalist and host of Saturday Breakfast, David Harper. David, great to see you. Thanks for joining us from London. How's it going over across the pond?
A very good morning to you. Well, I mean, this is much talked about here. We've been talking about this a lot on LBC News this morning. Most of the newspapers are looking at this story with different lines as well. This is the Daily Mail, who, not surprisingly, are talking about the legal bill as a result of that case. But if we move on to The Sun, very much focusing on the possibility that Meghan could be starring in a Netflix series directed by Guy Ritchie in the near future. Now, the Times also going with the legal case, but their version online is talking very much about the matter of their security. Now, this was a key point in them moving away from the UK, that Prince Harry didn't feel that he was able to be safe and wasn't given the same level of royal protection as when he was a royal. They are now normal citizens as far as this is concerned, and this has even come to the courts in his battle over this. Well, it's being reported by the Times this morning that the committee that oversees this, part of the Home Office, could be reinvestigating, looking into their case to see how this would be affected if they came back to the UK, as they are expected to do in the near future.
Yeah.
That in itself is an interesting point. There's a lot of speculation as to where they might be. Some people suggest, we know it won't be in a royal house. We know it will be outside of London. People suspecting they may be in the Cotswolds, a very sought-after area, picturesque area to the northwest of London. It's the place where the Beckhams live. There were some rumours that Beyonce might be moving there. Ellen DeGeneres has a house there as well. One of our reporters this morning has been out and about speaking to local people, even speaking to estate agents, real estate dealers, looking at some of the quite expensive properties that are available in that area if you are a prince.
Well, we're looking at some pictures of them with their beautiful babies when the young children were babies. So I do think about the kids and all this. We know how Harry's mom, Princess Diana, lost her life, and security has been a real concern for them. They're quite the polarizing couple. So do we know anything about where the kids are going to go to school and things of that nature?
Well, we know that they are enrolled in schools. We don't know exactly which ones. There's a lot of speculation as to their reason for coming back here. Some suggestions it could be a desire for the children to attend school here. They're now, I think, 7 and 5, so it's just the sort of age where you'd want to get your kids settled into a school. Of course, Harry met with the King a couple of weeks ago. We understand that this wasn't mentioned then and was only mentioned to the King last Sunday. We heard about it here in the UK on Thursday morning, off the top of my head. And there's a possibility that maybe while meeting the King, Harry had a change of heart there. All sorts of reasons, and of course, the one being talked about this morning is the potential that there could be an acting role for Meghan Markle in the near future.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.